That first night in Cyprus, I remember I had never been so depressed in my entire life. And I didn't think I could live anymore. Hey, my name is David. I'm happy to have you here. I'm a guy that has traveled at points and is considering traveling again. And here's some insight that I've learned and gathered upon my journey whilst on the road, but also whilst living a settled life here in Ireland, which is what I'm doing now. I've been thinking about traveling lately. Thinking about going traveling again. Currently I'm not traveling. Currently I live in one place and I've lived here for about a year and a half, and it's the place that I'm actually from, more or less. And I had been contemplating going off again after the summer, you know, going on another adventure. And I was talking to a guy yesterday on a farm, and we had a really inspiring conversation, and it got me thinking about travel and why do I travel? Or why do I leave where I live? Why do I keep going somewhere else? And I think it's a question that's worth asking yourself as well, if you're the type to travel, which you probably are if you're watching this video. When I look back at every time that I have gone traveling, it's because I was sad where I was. I wasn't happy. I felt alone. I felt angry. I was upset. I would go. And the very first time I traveled, it was like a working holiday thing. I remember I had never felt happiness like that before. And I was 20 years old at that time, and I think back now and I think the reason that I felt happy then was because that was the first time I had truly left home. I had left my parents. I had left this childlike person that I had been living as for my entire life up until that point. And now for the first time I was living by myself. I didn't have anybody to answer to. And I was making my own way. And it was really empowering. Over the years then I would come home and then I'd end up going away again. And each time I went away again, I remember that every time I would land, I would be pretty depressed. Like I would leave here and I would get to where I was going and I would feel lost again. And the most profound memory of this was when I left at the beginning of 2020. I left from Ireland to Cyprus, and I had a plan, a grand plan, to just go with my backpack, my guitar, my camera equipment, and have the time of my life. And that night, that first night in Cyprus, I remember I had never been so depressed in my entire life. And I didn't think I could live anymore. All I wanted in that moment was to fall asleep and for that pain to go away. Here we are in Cyprus. It's day one. Well, actually I got here yesterday, so today is Sunday. However, yesterday I didn't really want to do any of this vlogging stuff. I woke up the next day and things were pretty well. Like I was in a fine mental headspace at that point. And I don't think there was anything wrong with how I was feeling. It was just an emotion that was coming up. But it's important for me to contemplate these scenarios and how they come about and why they come about and what happened before it. So each time I would leave here, I would leave feeling dissatisfied with where I was, excited to go somewhere else, and then upon arrival, I felt that pain again, only in a different form. It's like the pain was following me. And this conversation that I had at the farm on the weekend with this gentleman, it inspired something that was already within me. It's like there was a seed there dormant and it's now growing again. And ultimately, the things that I seek when I travel, and this is for me, and this could be different for you, but since I am a human and you are a human, you might find some similarities in your experience. The thing that I seek is community, it's connection, it's like-minded people. The stories that I might tell myself are, there are no people here that get me, so I need to go somewhere else to find them. Or, I don't like it here because of this, or because of that, or I'm lonely here, or Irish girls don't like me. All of these things are beliefs that I've held onto. And so that is what I'm by and large experiencing in my reality. And this morning I went down to the beach near where I live, and I had an experience in a cafe where I had met a bunch of like-minded people. My heart was filled with joy, and I was having beautiful conversations and beautiful interactions. And it was in that moment that I realized I could be in Canada right now. Like, this experience is what I imagine feeling if I was in Canada or wherever, whatever country, insert country that you want to be at. The takeaway here is identify what it is you're hoping to seek, or rather hoping to find when you travel, and then see how can you find that or some variation of that where you are right now. For whatever reason, we have limiting beliefs that tell us otherwise, that where we are sucks and we need to go elsewhere. You know, always looking ahead, rarely focusing on what's here presently. I'm guilty of it, as we all are, but it's actually not true. Maybe there's certain ways that you act here in your home place that is causing you to continuously manifest that undesirable outcome of loneliness or, you know, lack of connection, whatever it is. And when you go and travel, for sure, those programs that you have going, the identity that you have in your hometown, you're able to let go of some of it. And that's why you end up finding more like-minded people, you know? I find that when I do travel, I meet a load of like-minded people, but they're all travelers, and so it's hard to find real long-lasting connections. And you can. I have many friends that I've met all across the world, but it's sad that I can only speak to them on the phone. And also, that's beautiful that I can speak to them on the phone. But to go down to my local area and meet like-minded people and have that traveler experience right there on the beach, and then come back to, you know, a home where I'm relatively grounded, is a gift as well. There's an invitation for you, my friend. Is there something that, even if you have a plan to travel next month, can you be present here now and bring some of that excitement into your current situation? Might not be the whole thing. You might not be on a beach all day drinking pina coladas or whatever it is you fancy doing, but certainly saying hi to a stranger, or maybe hitchhiking to work if that's what tickles your fancy. Just bring a bit of that magic into your everyday life, because I think we've collectively decided that magic doesn't exist between the hours of 9 to 5, and I think that's bullshit. There's magic everywhere. Thank you for being here. I am deeply grateful. If you enjoyed the video, could you consider liking the video? That's helpful for me. It helps the channel grow. If you want to leave a comment, just say hey, or leave a love heart or something, that's good too. And subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. And also, I made a meditation for confidence. It's gonna allow you to step into a version of yourself that is comfortable and confident with sharing their authentic self and the gifts and the value that you have to offer the world. And it's completely free. If you just want to click on the link in the description, I'll put it in a comment as well. And you can have that, and hopefully that helps you. Until next time, have a beautiful day.